So whatever the two questions that I discussed, they are just a formula based questions now. Okay, chalo. So the third question, it's also the easiest one. So the power is given and the wavelength is given. They are asking the number of photons emitted by the bulb per second. Okay, so let's say here this is a bulb. So now it emits some photons per second. So now the power is equals to energy upon time, the basic information that you know already. So now I can write the P is equals to, let's say it's emitting some n number of photons. So that's why n into the energy of each photon by T. What is this n? N is the number of photons. Okay. So then we need to calculate here n by T value. So what is n by T? So the n by T is equals to P by E. Right. So now, but here they gave wavelength. So now, can I write this energy in the form of wavelength? How do we write? So the n by T is equals to P by, so in place of E, I can write Hc by lambda. Hc by lambda, so I'm sending it upside. Right. So then whatever the value that we get, that's the number of photons per second. N by T is the number of photons per second. So just substitute the values. Here we got 40 is the power, and lambda, which is 4000 into 10 to the power minus 10, and then H value 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 34 into C value 3 into 10 to the power 8. So now you do the calculation, somewhere around you get the option A for this. Okay, now so the basic formula you understand. So the given information you can just substitute at the end of the question. Done? Clear? Chalo. So the next question. So this is from NLM, the basic easy question. So two forces that are acting on a particle of mass 4 kg. So this is a 4 kg particle. Here they did not mention the direction of forces. So as they did not mention, you can consider them, those two forces are acting in the same direction. Okay. So force 1 is in this direction, force 2 also in the same direction. So now you guys know that obviously the body accelerates, or the particle accelerates in the direction of net force. So what is that acceleration that they are asking? So you know that the acceleration is equals to F net by, so the M net, F is equals to ma. From there the acceleration is equals to net force by net mass. Right. So now here I can simply take, so the 4 kg net force. How do you find the net force? As two forces are acting in the same direction, so the principle of superposition you can apply. So the F1 plus F2. So what's the force we have? F1 6I cap plus 3J cap plus K cap plus, so what is F2 force, which is 2I cap plus J cap plus 3K cap. So here 6 plus 2, 8I cap plus 3J plus J, which is 4J cap. So K plus 3K, which is 4K cap. So here I got the net force, and net mass already only one particle is there, that's a 4 kg mass. So now just substitute the values. A is equals to net force, which is 8I cap plus 4J cap plus 4K cap by, so the net mass, so only one particle which is of mass 4 kg. So then 4 ones are 4 twos are 4 ones are 4 ones are. So the acceleration, which is 2I cap plus J cap plus K cap. So this is the final acceleration. So if they gave values in the options, so you can find the magnitude of this one. So the magnitude of that acceleration will be equals to square root of 2 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. So which is 6. Root 6 meter per second square is the acceleration. Or if they gave vectors in the option, you can choose this one. Or if they give magnitude, so you can choose this one. So this is also the basic question from NLM, Newton laws of motion. Done? Yeah, hi. So the next question, so this is from the rotational motion. There is a disk which is of mass m and radius r, is rolling with a velocity of center of mass v. Understand the question. So this is bit difficult question. Those students who did the NLM, they can solve this one. Sorry, rotational motion, they can solve this. If it starts moving upward on an inclined plane, so let's say this is the inclined plane. So then a disk which is of radius r and mass m is rolling. Now, so if it starts moving upwards on an inclined plane, then find the height achieved by the disk before coming to rest. So this is the height. Let's say the disk moves or rolls till here and comes to rest at this point. So now the first thing is, so till the time it is in motion, so it will have the energy. Which type of energy it will have? The kinetic energy. So consider this is a 1 and this is a 2. So I am going to apply the conservation of energy between these 2 points. So what's the conservation of energy? The kinetic energy initial plus potential energy initial is equals to, so the kinetic energy final plus the potential energy final. Alright. So now I can say initially do not have any kinetic energy because it is on the ground. Initially do not have any potential energy, not kinetic energy, sorry. So initial potential energy 0. And so when it reaches some point on the inclined plane, so at that point its velocity is becoming 0. It comes to rest. So when it comes to rest, finally its kinetic energy will become 0. So now from here, so I need the Ki is equals to, so what's the final potential energy that it possesses? So when an object is at some height, so it will have the potential energy of mgh. But the problem here it is, so what is this kinetic energy till the time it rolls on the surface? So what type of kinetic energy it possesses? Okay, so its center of mass is moving with a velocity v, and at the same time it rolls, right? So it will possess the rolling kinetic energy also. So I can find that kinetic energy total is equals to the kinetic energy translational plus kinetic energy rotational. So what is the kinetic energy translational? So just let me write the steps. So kinetic energy rotational. So translational kinetic energy, here I can simply write half m v square m v c o m square plus, so what's the kinetic energy rotational? Half I omega square, I about the center of mass into the omega square, right? So now here, so I can write, so half mv square, this is fine, plus half, so in place of the center of mass, so they mentioned it's a disk. So the disk will have the center of moment of inertia about its center of mass as mr square by 2, right? So now in place of this omega, what I am doing is, so we know that v is equals to r omega from here. So the omega is equals to v by r. Omega is equals to v by r. In place of this omega, I am writing v by r. So v by r whole square, which is v square by r square. So now cancel this one, cancel this one. So this is half mv square plus here 4 1 by 2 to 4. So sorry, okay, half mv square here plus this one mv square by 4. All right. So here 4. So it goes 2 plus 1 3. So 3 mv square by 4 is the total kinetic energy. This is the total kinetic energy. So now I can simply substitute that here. The total kinetic energy, which is 3 mv square by 4, is equals to mgh. So what I have to calculate? So find the height h I have to calculate. So h, let's make it subject. So m gets cancelled. So then I get here, so the h will be equals to, so 3v square by 4g. So if they gave the values of v, so then you can substitute value of v. Otherwise you can just keep the equation itself in the options. Done. Clear, guys? So here the basic idea is the conservation of energy. between the initial point and the final point. So for that you need to calculate which kinetic, like what's the total kinetic energy possessed by the rolling disc. So it's a translational kinetic energy plus rotational kinetic energy. Done. This part you should understand. Okay, so this I can consider it as bit difficult question. So most of the students, they leave rotational motion, right? So they might feel difficult this question. Done. Chalo. So now the next question, in the given circuit, galvanometer has 2 ohm resistance. This is a galvanometer which has 2 ohm resistance. Then find the ratio of charge stored in 4 microfarad and 6 microfarad capacitor. So where are 4 and 6 microfarad? Here is a 4 microfarad capacitor and here is a 6 microfarad capacitor. So the first thing is the charge stored in 4 microfarad to the ratio of charge stored in 6 microfarad. So in the capacitors, you know that Q is equals to C into V, right? So here we should know what is the capacitance of this 4 one. So what is the capacitance? 4 into 10 to the power minus 6. But what is the voltage across this capacitor? That we don't know. Let it be V. So I am writing simply V here. And similarly, I need to know what is the potential difference across the 6 microfarad capacitor. Let it be V dash. So I can write here 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 into, so the velocity, let it the voltage, let it be V dash, right? Chal. So now how do we find the V and V dash? So basic circuit analysis. So here it is 6, so that here comes 6 volts, right? Here it is 0, there is no resistance in between, so that's why here it is 0 volts, potential method. Fine. So now, so 6 volts here, and we have to calculate voltage at this place and we have to calculate voltage at this place. So if you know that, you can find the voltage across this capacitor and voltage across this capacitor. That would make our job easy. So for that, first let's calculate the total current and total resistance. So first the resistance, see here. So what are the resistors we have? This is a 1 and this is a 1 and this is a 1. So if you see if the current comes, so current goes this way and this one. So I could see that these 3 resistors are in series combination. So the R equivalent will be equals to 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 6, 12 ohms is a net equivalent resistance. Alright. So now, how do you find the total current? So the total current will be equals to, so the net voltage upon the net resistance. So I will be equals to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 amperes is the current. Now, so the next step that you have to do is, so the current that flows from here, it is 1 by 2 amperes. So then I can write what is the potential drop across this one. So let's take, this is the path. And the current and path direction, both are same. So that's why, so here I can write 4 into 1 by 2. So which is going to be minus 2 volts drop will be there. So here, so minus 2 volts drop will be there. So 6 minus 2. So here comes a 4 volts. Here comes the 4 volts. 6 volts minus 4 volts. Sorry, 6 volts minus 2 volts. Here comes the 4 volts. And similarly, when the same current 1 by 2 amperes comes this way, so then 1 by 2 into 2. The voltage across this one, the voltage drop will be minus 1 volt. So here 4 volt, 1 volt is dropping here. So then here comes the 3 volts. So that's it, the question done. Now we got the voltages here. So 6, 4, 0, 3. So now what is the voltage across this 4 microfarad capacitor? Here it is 6, here it is 3. So across this one, the V will be equals to 3 volts. And then across this one, the V dash will be 4 minus 0. So which is 4 volts. So simply substitute it there now. So I can write, so 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 into, so the voltage V value 3 by, so 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 into, so what's the V dash value? 4. So then, so cancel, 4 cancel, 3 by 6, 1 by 2. So the ratio will be 1 by 2, 1:2. Is that clear? Done? Clear? Sure. Next. Understood, guys? Everyone? So this is also, so the moderate question, you should have the knowledge of the circuit analysis and this the path taking, how do you find the total net resistance, net current, and the voltage drop. Okay, clear? Chalo, next. So we got one more question. So what's the question here? So meter bridge question. Initially the balance point of the meter bridge is at the 40 centimeters. So this is a balancing point, so which is at 40 centimeters. So obviously this will become 60 centimeters because it's a meter bridge. So the total should be 1 meter, right? Now, so so can we find what is that R value now? So you guys know that the 2 by 4 will be equals to 40 2 by R. So 2 by R will be equals to, so 40 by 60. So 0 0 cancel. So I can write 2 1s are 2 2s are. So 2 1s are 2 3s are. So R will be equals to 3 ohms. So we got R value as 3 ohms. So now see the next statement now. If unknown resistance R is shunt by 2 ohm resistor. So shunt means connected in parallel. So now the circuit will become, this is a 2 ohm, and then here we have R, we got it, how much? 3 ohm. So now it is shunt by 2 ohm resistor. It is shunt by 2 ohm resistor. So then here the balancing point. So let's take the balancing point galvanometer. So let's say, so the balancing point has shifted. So let this distance be some x. So then obviously this will become some 100 minus x centimeters. Right. So now what is the R equivalent of these two? These two are in parallel, right? These two are in parallel combination. So if they are in parallel combination, so the R equivalent will be equals to, so 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So which is 1 by 6, here it is 3 plus 2, 5 by 6. So this becomes R equivalent will be equals to 6 by 5. So now substitute again the same process. So what we do here? So the 2 by this resistance by this total resistance, how much? 6 by 5. So 6, 5 I am writing here. So which is equals to x by 100 minus x. That's it. So now calculate the x value. What they are asking? So then find the new balancing point. So find that x value. What is the new balancing point? X. So hope you guys can do the basic calculations here. 100 into x minus into 5 is equals to 3x. So do the basic calculations from here. Done? Clear, guys? So this question is also easy one. First, so note this down, everyone. Done? Chalo, next. So what's the next question? A block of mass m is connected with a spring. So the time period of its oscillation is t. So find the time period of if 9m mass is connected instead of m mass. See, so to a spring, if m mass is connected, its time period is t. So what if 9m mass is connected instead of this m mass? So if 9m mass is connected, so what will be its time period? So you guys know that the time period formula for any combination of the springs will be equals to 2 pi into root over m by k. This is a general formula. So now we need the relation between time period and mass because the mass is changing. So you could see that the time period will be directly proportional to root m. So when the mass is m, the time period is t. So now when the mass is 9m, so the time period will become obviously, so 3 times, so the time period t dash will become, so 3 times, because root of 9m is 3m, so which is nothing but we got 3 times the first one. So So there are no options. You can consider T dash will be equals to 3T. Done. Chalo. So the same spring, so the K should be constant here. The spring constant, K should be constant. It should not change because the same spring. For the same spring, first we attached M mass, then 9M mass. Done. So this question is pretty easy one. You can solve it easily. If the power of the light source is P and frequency of the photons emitted is F. So power is given, frequency is given. So find the number of photons emitted in time t. So n you have to calculate. You know that power is equals to energy upon time. Yes. So now if there are number of photons emitted, so n into the energy of each photon by time. Now they gave frequency in the question. In the starting we did one question. So there they gave the wavelength. So that's why in place of E, I wrote hc by lambda there. So now I need to write in terms of the frequency. So that I'll write the hf. So in place of E, I'll write hf. So P is equals to n into hf by t. So now what they are asking? They are asking find the number of photons emitted in time t. So I need n. So n will be equals to pt by hf. N is equals to pt by hf. Option B is the correct one. Done. Clear guys? Easy question. So the next question, find the number of significant figures in 10.05. So you guys already know there are 4 significant figures. So these zeros included between the digits should be counted, right? So here 4 significant figures. It's a pretty easy question. So the next question. So what's the question says here? A ball of mass 120 grams moving with a initial velocity 25 meter per second is stopped by an external force. Stopped by external force means its velocity becomes 0. So in 0.1 seconds, time is given, sorry guys. So find the value of force. See, basic question this one also. So F is equals to delta P by delta T. Right? So force is equals to, in place of delta P, I can write M delta V by delta T. Done. So now F is equals to M into, so what's the change in velocity? Final minus initial by delta T. So then I need to calculate this force. So in place of mass, I'll write 120 grams. So grams change it to kgs, 120 by 1000 into. So what's the final velocity? 0. Initial velocity 25. So I'm just taking the magnitude. So that's why I'm writing V minus U as 25 by. So what's the time? 0.1. So now do the basic calculations here. So I can write, so 10 cancels. So 12 into 25 by, so this is 100 into 0.1, 10. So 5 2s are 5, 5s are. So 2, 6. So F is equals to 6 into 5, 13 newtons. Easy question. Done guys? Oh, Dheeraj, if you are in 10th, concentrate on your board exams, then come to class 11th and follow the content here. Okay. Because it's the board exam time, right? So the next question, find the ratio of electric flux passing through the bigger cube to the smaller cube in the given situation. So 3Q and 2Q charge are placed at the center of the surface on respective cubes. So there are 2 cubes. One is a larger cube and another one is a smaller cube. So at the face center of the larger cube, 3Q charge is placed. At the face center of the smaller cube, 2Q charge is placed. Now they are asking the ratio of electric flux passing through bigger. So the flux of the bigger cube to that of flux of the smaller cube. So in the bigger cube, first if you observe, the total 2Q is inside it. So that's why 2Q is completely inside it. Plus, so whereas this 3Q is at the face center. So if it is at the face center, so the flux passing through, the charge passing through that cube will be half of it, 3Q by 2. done by, so now charge flux through the smaller cube. So for the smaller cube, this 3q is outside, so ignore that one. So this 2q is placed at the face center, so that's why, so it will be 2q by 2. So 2 cancel, so this comes out to be q also gets cancelled. So 3 plus 4 plus 3, 7 by 2, q also gets cancelled, right? So the final answer will be 7 by 2. Done. So the next question. So if the gravitational force of attraction depends on the radius of the circular motion performed by the satellite around the heavy planet. So this is a planet and a satellite is revolving around this planet, let's say. Now, so if the gravitational force of attraction depends on the radius of the circular motion performed by a satellite around the heavy particle, as force is directly proportional to r to the power minus 3 by 2. Alright. So now see, understand the concept. So when this satellite is revolving around the heavy planet, obviously there will be some centripetal force, there will be the gravitational force, and there will be some centrifugal force which is acting away. So if, right, so then if these two are equal, then only it will revolve around the heavy planet, right? Otherwise it falls, right? So now you know that this centrifugal force, in place of F, I can write m r omega square, so which is r to the power minus 3 by 2. So however m is constant, so I can send this r to that side, so this becomes r to the power minus 1. So omega square is directly proportional to r to the power minus 3 by 2 minus 1. So r to the power minus 3 by 2, so minus 1. R I sent it to that side. So then we get omega square will be directly proportional to, so this will be obviously minus 5 by 2. Now we need the relation between time period and the radius. Time period and the radius. I got the relation between omega and the radius. So I know that omega is equals to 2 pi by t. Alright. So then omega square will become 4 pi square by t square. Omega square will become 4 pi square by t square. So in place of omega square, I'll write 4 pi square by t square is equals to, directly proportional to r to the power minus 5 by 2. So however it is constant, so then I can write t to the power minus 2. This is constant, right? So t to the power minus 2 is directly proportional to r to the power minus 5 by 2. So here t square we got. So in place of n, what do we have? Minus minus gets cancelled. In place of n, so we get 5 by 2. Yes or no? If you just compare, so the question is done. T to the power minus 2, r to the power minus 2. Compare it with. So here t square we required actually. So that's why. So minus minus gets cancelled on either side. So then in place of n, we have 5 by 2. That's it. Done guys. Easy question only. So the next one, a charged particle of mass 2 grams, charge 1 by root x microcoulombs, is suspended by a thread of length 20 centimeters. So here is the charge. So this charged particle will have the weight mg, and as the electric field is right side, so it will experience an electric field QE to this side, right? So it is hanged by thread of length 20 centimeters. So this length is 20 centimeters, right? So the basic information that I can see here, that is, so if this angle is theta, so this angle also will be theta. How can I calculate this theta? I know opposite, I know hypotenuse. So I can write sine theta, which is equals to 10 by 20. So which is, the theta must be equals to sine 30 is 1 by 2. So theta is 30 degrees. So this is 30 degrees. So this will also be 30 degrees, right? So now you observe this triangle now. You guys can observe this triangle, this one. So this will be the mg. So this is mg and this is QE. So this side it is QE and this side it is mg, and then so this angle is 30 degrees. Now I need to find what is the value of x. So what is this value of x in the charge I need to write? So here what I am doing is, I could see this is opposite I know, adjacent I know. So I am taking tan 30. So tan 30 is equals to mg by qe. Opposite is this one by adjacent. So that's it. So tan 30, which is 1 by root 3, is equals to, so mass they gave 2 grams, converted to kgs, 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So G10, Q value 1 by root x into 10 to the power minus 6, then into what else is there? The electric field, 2 into 10 to the power 6. Done? Clear, guys? So then you can calculate for the x value. The only unknown is x. So you can calculate for the x value. Done? Sure. So another easy question, a charged particle m, mass m and charge q is in vertical plane, stays in equilibrium. So it stays in equilibrium means its weight mg acts this side. So as the electric field is upward, so the electric force QE acts upside. So if it is in equilibrium, these two must be balanced. So the mg must be equals to QE. So then they are asking what is the value of Q. So from here the Q will be equals to simply mg by E. That's it. The Q will be equals to mg by E. Option B is the correct one. So the pretty easy one. So the previous question, it's a moderate, or some students might feel difficult also because of the calculations. Okay. So this question is from the modern physics. So easy one. In transition n is equals to 2 to n is equals to 1 in a hydrogen atom. So the frequency emitted is f naught. So the frequency for the transition n is equals to 3 to 1. Two scenarios you can consider. So the first formula is equals to E is equals to HF. So which is equals to 13.6 into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Let's consider for the first one, n is equals to 2 to n is equals to 1. If I write the equation, so the HF naught, let's write for the first one, the frequencies, let it be f naught they gave. So I can write 13.6 into 1 by n1 is 1 square. So 1 by n2, so 1 by 4. So this becomes HF naught is equals to 13.6 into, so 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So let it be equation number 1. So for the next transition, let the frequency be f1. Let's consider f1 is the frequency. So how do you write the equation for that? So the HF1 is equals to energy is 13.6 into 1 by n1, which is 1 square, minus 1 by 3 square, which is 9. So I can write the HF1 is equals to 13.6 into 1 minus 1 by 9, 8 by 9. So let it be equation number 2. So the they are asking what is F1 in terms of F naught. Let's do one thing. So let's do equation 2 by equation 1, so that we can write HF1 by HF naught is equals to 13.6 into 8 by 9 by 13.6 into 3 by 4. So 13.6 gets cancelled. Here H and H gets cancelled. F1 by F naught is equals to 8 by 9 into 4 by 3. Right? 8 by 9 into 4 by 3. So here I can write, so 32 by 27. Do the calculation. So from here the F1 that we get 32 by 27 F naught. That's it. So if they gave the values, you can substitute the values. Done, guys. This is also the easy question from the modern physics. Chalo, next. So two trains are moving along parallel tracks along the north-south direction. So train A has a velocity 20 meter per second towards north. So the A train is moving towards north, which 20 meter per second. So B has velocity 30 meter per second towards south. So the This is moving with 30 meter per second towards south. So now find the velocity of B with respect to A. So VBA. So which is nothing but, so V with respect to G and then V with respect to A with respect to ground. So here obviously 20 plus 30, it's going to be 50 meter per second. So with respect to A, so the train B, so it's moving south. So 50 meter per second south. Basic question from the relative velocity. You need not to think much related to this question. Direct question. So no need to put pen on paper. Done? Chalo. So the last question for the today's session. So the velocity is given as a function of displacement. They are asking its acceleration. So v is equals to 4 root x. So let's do squaring on either side. The v square is equals to 16 into x it becomes. Right? So now let's differentiate it on either side. So let's differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x on either side. So then it becomes, so 2v into dv by dx. V square differentiation is 2v into dv by dx is equals to, so 16 into dx by dx, which is 1. Alright, chalo. Next, so we write 2v into dv by dx is equals to, so 16, here dx by dx is 1. So 2 1s are 2 8s are. So here you can observe, so v into dv by dx, v into dv by dx. You guys are already aware that, so v into dv by dx is nothing but the acceleration. This is nothing but the acceleration, which is 8 meter per second square. Right? So the easiest question. So that's it for the physics part, guys. So the questions are pretty easy. All the questions you can attempt except some 2 to 3 questions are there which are moderate to difficult level. So those students who prepared all the chapters, they can attempt those questions as well. Okay. So hope you guys got the idea how they ask questions in the JEE. So the total phase 1 examination is done now. So you observe all the shifts paper. So then you can analyze. So in no shift we got the difficult paper in physics, except some 3 to 4 less than 5 questions are difficult. So remaining questions, those students who just prepared from the class notes, they can easily attempt. So based on this analysis, now you can prepare for the shift to 2 examinations. So those who wrote first time, already droppers, they got the idea last year itself. So those who wrote first time, so now you guys have the complete idea of the paper, right? So you can just analyze and plan your preparation for the phase 2 examination. Clear, guys? So chalo, so we'll catch up in the next session, further sessions. So till then, keep studying. All the very best. Bye. So next session will start in 5 minutes, guys. So I'm starting the timer. So you can just take a break for the 5 minutes. So the next session will start. So chalo, bye. We'll catch up.
Which of the following compounds have color due to DD transition? Which of the following compounds have the color due to DD transition? Okay. Now, here in the K-4, potassium permanganate, we are having what? Manganese is in +7 state. With +7 state, the manganese which is 3d5 4s2, with +7 state, it will have 3d0 4s0. So no unpaired electrons in d orbital, so no DD transition. Similarly, K2Cr2O7. So Cr is in what here? +6 state. So Cr, which is actually 3d5 4s1 configuration. With +6 it becomes 3d0 4s0. No d electrons, no dd transition. K2Cr4. Again, K2Cr4 is also having Cr in +6 state, no dd transition. Coming to copper sulfate, copper is in +2 state. Copper otherwise is having 3d10 4s1 configuration. With the Cu +2, the copper becomes how much? 3d9 4s0. With the 3d9, it has got unpaired electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With this electron, which undergoes a DD transition, and that is responsible to show color. So, the color due to DD transition is in option D. Is that clear, everyone? Right. Okay. Next, which of the following has the highest third ionization enthalpy? Means what? In which case it is extremely difficult to remove the third electron. If you consider manganese atomic number being 25, configuration being outermost configuration is 3d5 4s2. If you are removing these two electrons out, the third electron has to be removed from half-filled configuration, which is extra stable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First two electrons are removed from here. The third electron is removed from 3d5, which is extra stable. So therefore, to remove that electron from the extra stable configuration, we need high amount of energy. So therefore, compared to all, this will have highest amount of energy. That is because if you consider vanadium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, which is 23, whose configuration is 3d3 4s2. First two electrons are lost from here. The third electron would be lost from here, which is 3d3, not half-filled configuration. What about chromium, which is 24, whose configuration is 3d5 4s1. So first electron is removed from here. Here second ionization enthalpy is high, but not the third one. So what about iron? Iron, whose configuration atomic number is 26. So configuration being 3d6 4s2. So if the two electrons are removed from here, the third electron would be easily removed, because after the loss of the third electron, it would have 3d5 configuration, which is extra stable. So third ionization enthalpy would be less here. So comparing all of them, extremely difficult to remove, or comparatively difficult to remove the third electron in half-filled configuration of manganese. That is option A. Got it? Yes. Next one. What is the order of reducing character from AsH3, NH3, PH3, which are nothing but what? 15th group hydrides. So we'll come from that. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic. As you come down, what happens to the size? The size is going to increase. The size is going to increase. So as a result, the bond strength between NH and pH and arsenic, the bond strength goes on, decreases. The bond strength decreases as the size increases. So therefore, it would be easy to remove electron here, a bit difficult here, a bit difficult here. Is that clear? As you come down, ability to give hydrogen increases. If ability to give hydrogen increases, that is reducing character increases. So which is having highest reducing character? AsH3. AsH3 is having highest, followed by PH3, followed by NH3. So your option is third one. Got it? Yeah. Which of the following compound has intramolecular hydrogen bonding? If you consider NH3, intramolecular hydrogen bonding means what? Within the molecule, the hydrogen bonding within the molecule. So here we are having partial negative and positive charge on the hydrogen atom and negative charge on the nitrogen atom due to difference in electronegativity. If you consider another ammonia molecule which is having partial negative charge on nitrogen, so there is a hydrogen bonding, but this is between two molecules, so this becomes intermolecular. Similarly in case of water, the partial negative charge on oxygen and positive charge on hydrogen, negative charge on oxygen, so there will be interaction here which is intermolecular again, Now if you come to this, there is a OH here and there is an NO2 here, so what would happen? Within the same molecule, the H of the OH would interact with oxygen. And these are resonance stabilized. There is a negative charge on the oxygen and that would attract this hydrogen. So within the molecule there is a hydrogen bonding which is called as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So intramolecular hydrogen bonding is present in option B. Got it? Next statement, Cr plus 3 is a reducing and Mn plus 3 is oxidizing in nature. Cr plus 2 is reducing means what? It is reducing, it is going to give electron, that means it is going to lose electron. Mn plus 3 is oxidizing others, that means it is going to gain electron. So what is in case of Cr plus 2? In case of Cr plus 2, the configuration is what? The configuration of Cr is 3d5-4s1. If you come to Cr plus 2, it becomes what? In case of Cr plus 2, it becomes what? 3d4-4s0. If you consider the octahedral crystal field splitting of the 5d orbital T into T2g and Eg, in the T2g we are going to have, if the Cr plus 2, this is Cr plus 2, no? Yes. Suppose if it is a losing electron, if it loses electron and becomes Cr plus 3, how many electrons would be left? 3d0. If it loses electrons and it becomes 3d Cr plus 3, all the 3 T2g would have 1 electron and that would be half filled. All the degenerate orbitals are having singly occupied, which is half filled configuration. So in order to attain this half filled configuration, Cr plus 2 would definitely become Cr plus 3 by the loss of an electron. If it is losing electron, yes, it is reducing and that is right. What about Mn plus 3? Mn plus 3, Mn otherwise is having configuration 3d5-4s2. What is Mn plus 3? Mn plus 3 is having 3d4-4s0. Now if you consider this to be oxidizing, can it gain an electron? If it gains an electron, it becomes what? Mn plus 2. If it gains an electron, it is going to become 3d5-4s0. After gaining an electron, Mn plus 3, after gaining the electron, Mn plus 3, after gaining the electron, it is going to become extra stable due to half filled configuration. Therefore, it would definitely gain the electron and act as a oxidizing nature. So statement 1 is right. What about the statement 2? They attained half filled stability. So both of them are going to attain half filled stability. Both statement 1 and 2 are right. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. So your option is A. Is that clear? Right. Statement 1. In pi bonding molecular orbital, electron density is not present above and below to the internuclear axis. Pi bonding molecular orbital means what? It is going to be in phase combination of two orbitals. If you consider two p orbitals which are undergoing linear combination and they would form a molecular orbital like this. And this is going to be your internuclear axis. Above the internuclear axis and below the internuclear axis, there are electron density. But what they have given? In pi bonding molecular orbital, electron density not present above and below. There is present above and below. So therefore statement 1 is wrong. What about statement 2? In pi antibonding molecular orbital, two nodal planes are present. In pi antibonding molecular orbital, if you consider plus and minus, if you consider it to be out of phase combination, you would be having 1, 2, 3 and 4. Is that clear? In case of out of phase combination, this is how antibonding molecular orbital is formed. In case of in phase combination or additive combination, this is how bonding molecular orbital is formed. And this is the zone where there is zero probability of finding the electrons. There are two zones where that is called as nodal plane, where there is no probability of finding the electron. In antibonding molecular orbital, two nodal planes are present. Yes, two nodal planes are present. 1 and 2 nodal planes are present. So therefore, statement 2 is right. Statement 1 is incorrect, but statement 2 is correct. So your option is B. Is that clear? Right. Next. COF63 minus CONH363 plus complexes are respectively in COF6 minus 3. In COF6 minus 3, CO's oxidation number is plus 3. So CO is basically what? 3D7 4s2. With the CO plus 3, it is going to become, CO is basically 3D7 4s2. So now CO plus 3 becomes what? 3D6 4s2. And that 3D6 4s0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which ligands are there here? Fluorine ligands. Fluorines are halogens and halogens are weak field ligands. Weak field ligand. Weak field ligand means with fluorine, there would be no forcible pairing. No forcible pairing of electrons. If there is no forcible pairing, the fluorine has to choose right from the orbitals here. Which are those orbitals? After 3D, it has to choose 4s and 4p, these orbital, but definitely not 3D orbital. So it will not be inner orbital complex. It has to be an outer orbital complex. So COF63 minus is a outer orbital complex. Outer orbital complex. What about CONH36? In case of CONH36, the NH3 is what? A force. NH3 is what? NH3 is going to be strong field ligand. If NH3 is a strong field ligand, it is going to forcibly pair. If it is going to forcibly pair, in this case, what would happen? In case of NH3, in case of fluorine, no forcible pairing. In case of NH3, what would happen? There would be forcible pairing. In that case, what would happen? D2sp3 hybridization. So that would be what? Inner orbital complex. And this would be outer orbital complex. Is that clear? COF63 minus and CONH363 plus complexes are respectively. So this is outer orbital complex for sure. And what about this? This they have given spin paired. What do you mean by spin paired? Spin free and spin paired. Spin paired means what? There is forcible pairing. There is forcible pairing. And there is spin free means they are not forcibly paired. No forcible pairing. No forcible pairing. So in case of COF6, it is going to be outer orbital complex. In case of CONH36, it is going to be spin paired. That means forcible pairing has happened. Or outer orbital complex. Sorry, inner orbital complex for NH3 and outer orbital complex with fluorine. Is that clear? Right. Coming to organic chemistry, which of the following set of elements can be detected by Lessines test? Sodium fusion extract test. By fact, it is not only for nitrogen and sulfur. Nitrogen, phosphor and sulfur only no. Halogens for sure, but along with halogen, it is for nitrogen, phosphorus as well as sulfur. Your answer is D. Lessines test is used to test the presence of all halogens, nitrogen, phosphorus as well as sulfur by fact. highest boiling point is given in compound. Highest boiling point will be given due to what? If there is hydrogen bonding. Generally what we observe. Is that clear? Here this is alkane, so no hydrogen bonding here. Here this is ether. Here this is aldehyde, and here we have alcohol. In all these cases, the most amount of polarity as well as hydrogen bond would be present in what? Alcohols, because there would be negative charge here, positive charge here, negative charge here, positive charge here. The hydrogen of one alcohol would interact with oxygen of the other, and that would be hydrogen bond. And due to that excessive hydrogen bonding compared to aldehyde or definitely ether, there is a excessive hydrogen bonding in alcohol, therefore that would have been having higher boiling point. Okay, next. C2H5Cl with alcoholic KOH. What would happen with alcoholic KOH for an alkyl halide? This is an alkyl halide. Alkyl halide with alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH would act as a strong base. In that case, what would happen? Dehydrohalogenation. C2H5Cl would undergo dehydrohalogenation. So what would be your P? Your P would be C2H4. Nothing but CH2 double bond CH2. Alkyl halide undergoes dehydrohalogenation to give you alkene. And now with bromine in CCl4. Bromine in CCl4. What would happen? Your bromine would be added to this carbon as well as this carbon. So you would be having what? CH2, CH2. Bromine here and bromine here. Yes or no? And now with KCN, potassium cyanide, excess of potassium cyanide. What would happen? Br would be replaced by cyanide. And you would be getting CH2, CH2, cyanide and cyanide. This is subjected to acid hydrolysis. Acid hydrolysis. Acid hydrolysis of cyanide would give you what? Carboxylic acid. Cyanide is acid hydrolyzed to give you what? Carboxylic acid. So this is butane 1,4-carboxylic acid. Yes or no? So this is nothing but what? Oxalic acid is what? What is oxalic acid? COOH, COOH. Gluconic acid is the glucose at the top of which there is COOH. Malonic acid. What is malonic acid? COOH, CH2, COOH. Succinic acid. Succinic acid is this one. This is CH2, CH2, COOH, COH. So our answer is what? Succinic acid. Option A. Right? Next. Total monochloro products of isopentane are. Isopentane. What is isopentane? This is isopentane. Total monochloro products. So we need to chlorinate it. If you chlorinate it, you will be adding a chlorine to that. Where and all you will be adding chlorine? Number 1, here. Number 2, you can add chlorine here. Number 3, you can add chlorine here. Number 4, you can add chlorine here. With the addition of chlorine here, and what is this? CH2 and CH2. Here there is H. This carbon becomes what? Chiral carbon. So it would have its enantiomer. One is R and the other one is S. So it would have 2 isomers. What about this? There is a CH3 and CH3. Both of them are there. So no chiral carbon atom here, no chiral and no chiral here. This would remain as 1 isomer. What about here? There is a CH3 here and there is H here and CH3. Here Cl, CH3, H and this one. 4 different groups are there. There is one more chiral carbon atom. So therefore this would be R and S, 2 isomers I would be getting. Here again H and H, H and H. So here this is not chiral. So this would remain as 1. So total how many? 2 here, 3 here, R and S 2 here, 1 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 isomers you should be having. Is that clear? 6 products. Match the following. Phenol with carbon dioxide in NaOH. Which reaction is this? Kolb's reaction. If you have studied it well, Kolb's reaction. Kolb's reaction would give you what? Salicylic acid. P is going with 2. P is with 2 in how many option? P with 2, P with 4, P with 1, P with 1. So P with 2 in only one option. So close it with option A. Similarly, phenol with zinc dust undergoes loss of oxygen. So that would give you what? Benzene. Phenol undergoes nitration. That would give you picric acid. Phenol with KOH and chloroform. This is your Riemer-Tiemann reaction. That would give you salicylaldehyde. So P is with 2, Q is with 4, R is with 3, S is with 1. So your option is anyway A. Okay, in Zeldal's method, estimation of nitrogen containing 1 gram of organic compound. Mass of the organic compound in which we need to analyze nitrogen present is 1 gram. And that is converted to ammonia, which is further treated with 10 ml of 2M H2SO4. It is converted to ammonia. It is converted to ammonia, and ammonia is neutralized with sulfuric acid here. Ammonia is neutralized with sulfuric acid. Based on how much of sulfuric acid is required, we will come to know how much of ammonia is released. Based on how much of ammonia is released, we should be finding the percentage of nitrogen. But since due to neutralization is happening, we need to apply law of chemical equivalence. According to law of chemical equivalence, the number of equivalents of both of them are same. First, let us find number of equivalents of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid number of equivalents is what? Number of equivalents of sulfuric acid. That would be N into V. N into V is what? Normality into molarity into volume. What is the normality? Sorry, what is the N factor for sulfuric acid? 2. What is the molarity of the sulfuric acid? 2. What is the volume given? Volume given 10. So 10 into 2 into 2, that becomes 40. So 40 is the number of equivalents, or N into V of sulfuric acid. Exactly same would be that of ammonia. Is that clear? So now you got to know N into V value of ammonia, number of equivalents of ammonia. So for percentage of nitrogen, you have a formula for Zeldal's method, 1.4 into N into V divided by mass of the organic compound. If you apply this particular formula, you would be getting the percentage of nitrogen. Okay, 1.4 N into V we have already got. How much? 40. Mass of the organic compound is 1. 1.4 into 40 is how much? 56%. This is our answer. This is our answer. Okay, hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Next, which of the following shows a negative resonance effect? What do you mean by negative resonance effect or negative mesomeric effect? Ability to withdraw the electron towards itself through conjugated system. See, if you attach benzene, this is what we generally check now. If we attach benzene with oxygen, there is a conjugation and this is moving towards benzene. Towards benzene is what? Plus R. What about CH3? CH3 may not have resonance effect, but definitely it is having hyperconjugation effect and inductive effect. As both of them, it is going to lose the electron towards benzene, right? What about COOH? COOH is that group, COOH. Due to the polarity existing in the carbonyl group, this would move towards this side and carbon would have a positive charge. As a result, it would pull the electron from the benzene. It would pull the electron from the benzene, which is called as negative resonance effect. The electrons are moving towards the substituent group on the benzene. Similarly, we have done for everything. Let's check with NH2. So what is happening here? Lone pair of electrons are there. They would be moving towards benzene. Again plus R. So minus R is observed only with the COOH. Ability to withdraw the electron towards the substituent group. Number of possible tripeptide by 3 different amino acids. By 3 different amino acids. If you consider amino acids, guanine, valine and alanine. What is the question? Number of possible tripeptide by 3 different amino acids. We have 3 different amino acids. With this, we need to form tripeptide. Between every 2 amino acid, there is a peptide bond. If 3 are combining, that is called as a tripeptide. In a tripeptide, there will be 2 peptide bonds. All 3 together is called as a tripeptide. All 3 together held by peptide bond is called as tripeptide. So how many possible tripeptides are possible? If you go with guanine, valine and alanine, guanine, alanine and valine, this is one combination, right? Valine, valine, alanine, guanine, guanine, alanine, guanine, guanine, valine, valine, and then alanine, alanine, then we have guanine, and then valine, here valine and guanine. This is one combination, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Just get 2 of them, just get 1 amino acid in 2 cases and keep flipping these 2. Is that clear? Totally you are going to get 6 possible tripeptide arrangements. Is that clear? Right. Which set of groups is meta-directing group? Ortho and para-directing group are those which donate electrons to the benzene ring. And if it is meta-directing, it should be, if it is meta-directing, it should pull the electron from ortho and para position. And hence automatically it becomes meta-directing. So in which case it is pulling electron, that is what we have to see. In the first one there is OH. First one there is OH, and I have shown you the lone pair of electrons are moving towards benzene, and this is showing plus R effect. So definitely it is not going to be meta-directing, so there is no point in checking all of them. All the 4 should be meta-directing. Here also I am having OH, no need. Here we can check CHO. CHO. In CHO we have a carbonyl group with a positive and negative charge here. So automatically with a positive charge it will pull the electrons from the benzene. So it is going to have minus R. Obviously CN. Carbon is attached to what? Highly electronegative nitrogen. This develops positive charge and then takes up these electrons. So automatically minus R. Similarly, SO3H as well as NO2 groups are electron withdrawing, showing minus R, minus R, minus R and minus R. So minus R is in all these 4. Therefore, they will withdraw the electron from ortho and para position, automatically making the meta position more electron rich, and therefore incoming electrophile attacks the meta position if these 4 groups are present on the benzene ring. How many compounds give precipitate with Hinsberg's reagent? What is Hinsberg's reagent? Benzene sulfonyl chloride. How many compounds give PPT with Hinsberg's reagent? This is the question which we study in amines. If we have primary, secondary and tertiary amines, and if we react it with Hinsberg's reagent, what will happen? The primary gives a PPT, the secondary gives a PPT. The tertiary, because of no hydrogen available, there would be no reaction with Hinsberg's reagent. So tertiary amine is not to be seen. Is that clear? So primary amine would give you precipitate with Hinsberg's reagent, but soluble in alkali. And this is going to give you secondary amine would give you PPT but insoluble. But they have not asked you anything against solubility as well as insolubility. But definitely precipitate is given by primary amine as well as secondary amine. The precipitate is given with Hinsberg's reagent. So primary amine functional group is what? NH2. Secondary amine functional group is NH. Tertiary amine functional group is N. So we should look for only NH2 and NH, not N. How many compounds give PPT? Only primary and secondary. So this is having what? Only N. This is having NH2. Okay. This is having NH. We need secondary also. This is having NH2, right? This is having NH, right? This is having only N, tertiary, no. This is having only N, tertiary, no. This is having NH, secondary, yes. So how many are S? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of these compounds would be either primary or secondary, giving precipitate. Yes, we have one more here. Tertiary, no. We have NH2 here, yes. Primary. So therefore, totally 6 we would be having 6 structures, either primary or secondary, giving precipitate with Hinsberg's reagent. Going to next, physical chemistry. Number of radial nodes and angular nodes present in 3p orbitals. In 3p, the number of radial nodes are given. Radial nodes, where probability of finding the electron is 0, away from the nucleus. Radial node formula is what? N minus L minus 1. What is N for 3p? 3. What is L for p? S and p, 0 and 1, minus 1. All put together, 1. So there is one radial node. Is that clear? If at all they would ask you angular nodes are given by the formula simply L. So L value is how much here? 1. So one angular node. How many total number of nodes? 1 plus 1 total number of nodes would have been 2. Is that clear? Right. A 10 ml hydrocarbon CXHY on combustion gives 40 ml of carbon dioxide. A 10 ml of hydrocarbon on combustion gives 40 ml of carbon dioxide and 50 ml of water. So this is hydrocarbon undergoing combustion to give you carbon dioxide and water. What is the general equation? CXHY with oxygen, that is X plus Y by 4 oxygen, would be giving you XCO2 plus Y by 2 water. Is that clear? 10 ml of hydrocarbon, there is one here, one volume of this, and would give 40 ml of carbon dioxide, X volume of this and Y by 2 volume of this. Okay, one volume of the hydrocarbon is given to be 10 ml. X volume of the carbon dioxide is how much? 40 ml. Y by 2 would be how much? 50 ml. Y by 2 would be 50 ml. So what is the answer they have asked you? X plus Y is how much? Is that clear? Your Y by 2 is 50. Your Y by 2 is 50. So your Y should be automatically 100. Yes or no? Your Y is 100, Y by 2 is 50 ml. Your Y would be 100. Is it not? Otherwise, we can take the simplest ratio. So this is 1, this is 4, yeah, this is 5. So this is 4 and this is 5 and this is 1. So in that case, Y by 2 is 5. Y by 2 is 5 and your Y would be 10. Your Y would be 10 and your X would be 4. If X is 4, your Y would be 10. Your formula would be C4H10. What is the question? X plus Y they have asked you. So X plus Y would be 14. Is that clear? Next. Solubility of calcium phosphate in 100 ml of pure water is W gram. Find out its solubility product. Okay? Solubility product of calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate is what? Ca3PO4 twice. It would give me what? 3Ca plus 2, 2PO4 minus 3. Is it not? If it is 1 mole, this is 3 mole and this is 2 mole. Right? Suppose if S mole would have got dissociated, this would give me 3S mole, this would give me 2S mole. What is solubility product? Solubility product is product of molar concentration of ions. Calcium is raised to 3. So that means 3S raised to 3. Phosphate is raised to 2. That means 2S raised to 2. This is 27S cube. And this is 4S square. That is totally 108 S raised to 5. 108 S raised to 5 would be your KSP. Is that clear? But what is S? the solubility. The solubility is in terms of number of moles, but they have given you mass in 100 ml. But this solubility is number of moles per liter. They have given you for 100 ml. You want it for per liter. For 100 ml to per liter, that is 10 times. And what is your S? Number of moles. What is number of moles? Mass by molecular mass. Total raised to 5. So that means what? This is raised to 5. This is raised to 5. 108, 10 raised to 5. W by M raised to 5. W by M raised to 5. Okay. Delta G naught for the reaction is Kp equal to 10. Kp equal to 10 at 300 Kelvin is minus x into 10 raised to minus 1 kilojoule. Find the value of x. Delta G naught for the reaction having Kp. Kp is given, delta G naught is given. So what is the relation between delta G naught and Kp? Delta G naught is minus 2.303 RT into log of Kp. That is minus 2.303. Your R is 8.314. Your temperature is 300. Log of Kp is how much? 10. Log of 10 is how much? 1. Minus 2.303 into 8.314 is 19.147. Into 300 is what you have to do. So 3, 7, 3, 7, 21, 3, 4, 12, 13, 14, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 3, 9, 27, 2, 3, 1, 3, 4, 5. Come back 3 digits into 2 more zeros. 5, 7, 4, 4, 1, 0. 5, 7, 4, 4, 1, 0. If you come back 3 digits, these are the joules. If you come back 3 more digits, 5.744 kilojoule. This would be your delta G naught. Got it? The amount of charge needed to oxidize 1 mole of water to oxygen is x into 10 raised to 5 coulombs. Then find x value. The amount of charge needed to oxidize 1 mole of water, subjecting 1 mole of water to oxidation, would give you oxygen in the first place. Plus what? 2H plus. Losing how many electron? 2 electron. So oxidation of water would give me 2 mole of electron. 2 mole of electron is 2 Faraday. 2 Faraday is 2 into 96,500 coulombs. What they have asked you? X into 10 raised to 5. 2 0, 2 0, 2 5, 10 1, 2 6, 12, 13 1, 2 9, 18, 19. These many coulombs. Write it in the form of 10 raised to 5. 1.93 into 10 raised to 5 coulombs. Oxidation of water is giving you 2 moles of electron, which is equal to 2 Faraday. 1 Faraday is 96,500. Express that into coulombs and write that in the form of 10 raised to 5. 1.93 into 10 raised to 5 would be your answer. Calculate the amount of ethylene glycol in gram needed for 18.6 kg of water to reduce the freezing point. Means what? The problem is about depressing the freezing point. Depressing the freezing point means the problem is about delta TF. Okay, what is asked? We have to calculate the amount of ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol is the solute which is added to 18.6 kg of water. Since this is a solvent in the large quantity, I will take it as mass of solvent as W1. Mass of solute is asked, which is W2. And it is depressing the freezing point by 2.6 degree, which I will take it as delta TF. Okay, this is molecular weight of the ethylene glycol solute. Relation between all of them, you already know that. Very simple. M2 is equal to 1000 kf W2 by delta TF into W1. What quantity they have asked you? W2. So your W2 should be molecular mass of the solute into delta TF into W1 by 1000 into Kf. Your molecular mass of the solute is 62. Your delta TF is 2.6. Your W1 is 18.6 kg into 10 raised to 3 kilo, that is gram, divided by 1000, which is 10 raised to 3. Your Kf is how much? Your Kf is 1.86. 1.86 ones are 10s are 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3. 62 into 2.6 into 10, 26. 26 into 2, 52, 5. 20 into 6, 120. 6 into 6, 36. 156, 156 plus 5, 161. These many gram is the molecular, mass of the solute. W2, 1612 gram is your answer. Okay. Find the half-life of the given first order reaction. Find the half-life of the given first order reaction. You need to find out a T half. Initial pressure is 0.1 atmosphere. Initial pressure is 0.1 atmosphere, that is Pi. After 100 seconds, after this much of time, total pressure is given to be Pt. This is the given equation. Carefully observe this. 1 mole of A gas is giving you 2 mole of B and 1 mole of C. Totally it is giving you 3 mole of gas. 1 mole of the gas is giving you 3 mole of the gas. Okay, whenever a gaseous equation is given, when 1 mole is giving you n number of moles, your formula to find out K, direct formula 2.303 by T into log of n minus 1 Pi divided by n Pi minus Pt. If you apply this, you would get rate constant. Is that clear? Your K is what? 2.303. Time given is how much? 100 seconds. Into log of n minus 1. What is your n? 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 Pi. Divided by n Pi is 3 Pi minus Pt. 2.303 by 100 is 2.303 into 10 raised to minus 2. Into log of 2 into Pi. What is Pi? 0.1. 2 into 0.1, 0.2. 3 Pi. 3 into 0.1, 0.3. What is the total pressure at the end? 0.28. So your answer could be K is equal to 2.303 into 10 raised to minus 2 into log of 0.2. 0.3 minus 0.28 is 0.02. 0.02 ones are 10s are. Log of 10 is 1. Forget about that. So your value is 2.303 into 10 raised to minus 2 is the value of K. But what have they asked you? They have asked you half-life. Half-life is related to K by what formula? 0.693 by K. What is K? 2.303 into 10 raised to minus 2. 10 raised to minus 2. Take it up, it becomes 69.3 divided by 2.3. Make it 6.93 into 10 raised to minus 1. Sorry, plus 1 divided by 2.3. 2.3 ones are 3s are. 3 into 10, 30. The time is given in seconds. So 30 seconds is your half-life period. 30 seconds is your half-life period. Is that clear? $1612 gram, that's great. S. Shivan Malik, 3 are watching. I'm proud that I'm still teaching you. Okay. Yeah. The power of light source, if the power of the light source is P watt and frequency of the photon is emitted is F per second, then find the number of photons emitted in time t. First of all, power of light. Power of light is given as what? Energy emitted per unit time, E by T. But what is E by T? E is equal to what? N into h nu by T. But what is asked? Number of photons. N is the number of photons. Right? Number of photons is asked. Your formula would be P into T by h into nu. Nu is a frequency. P into T by h into F. Number of photons would be P into T by h into F. P into T by h into F. Sir, this wasn't the question, values were given. See, whatever the students have given, these are the quantities that we have. These are purely memory based. There may be here and there missing, some things missing, but these are what given to us and we are solving the best possible based on the best possible information that we have regarding the questions. Okay, this can be 95%, 96%. These may be the questions. Got it? Okay, I hope you have understood all the solutions, students. Right? All the important questions are there. Some shortcuts we have done. In the next session, whoever is attempting, all the best to you. Okay, we would wind up the session here. I wish you all very best for your upcoming exams, whatever competitive exams, board exams, whatever it is. I wish you all a very best. I'll see you all in the next session or somewhere, some other class in PW. Thank you everyone for cooperating, for being so patient and genuinely responsive. Thanks once again. We'll see you in the next class. Bye everyone.
Hello, 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 students. Can you hear my voice? Can you see this video? Please give me some response. So how was your discussion of physics and chemistry? Just let me check whether the streaming is going good or not. Can you guys tell me? Can you guys hear me or not? Can you guys see my video? Please give me some response. Okay. Let me check this streaming. Let me check on other channel. Okay, on one channel it is going good. Yes, yes. Hi Nishi, good evening. Let me check on other 3 channels, please. Okay, on one channel it is. Okay, it is going good on 2 channels. Great, great, great. Let me check for. We can see in hat are active. Okay, is I guess there's few streaming problems in channels. Okay, great, great, great. Is going good in 3 channels. There is issue of only. Give me a moment to check this. Okay, for this one channel only. Okay, now just let me check on this 4th channel and then we will begin. Right. Meanwhile, you can give me some response. Yes. Nishi, can you hear my voice? Yes. Good evening, Nishi. Good evening, Yash. How was your paper, guys? Hi, Nitya. Hi, Hit. Okay, great, 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 great. So now it is working fine on all the platforms. There was one issue of one stream that got okay. So now we are ready to begin. Great, great, great. Okay, students. So how many of you gave this exam? Tell me. How many of you are having this session? 1st February shift 2. Last session or last paper of JEE Main session 1. Now, if I discuss about this paper of mathematics was little bit moderate, right? I can say this was from easy to moderate. It was not containing that much level of difficulty questions. Whatever questions on memory based I received on from my end, I'm talking about those questions. Yes, good evening, everyone. Okay. So let us start solving these questions one by one. Let us start. Meanwhile, if you guys are having any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, let us begin. The very first question is that alpha and beta are roots of this quadratic equation, where this quadratic equation is px square plus qx minus r is equal to 0, where it is stated that p is not equal to 0. There with p, they want to tell that small p only. Right? This leading coefficient, that leading coefficient small p is not equal to. If PQR be the consecutive terms of non-constant GP, non-constant GP, that means their common ratio is not equal to 1. If 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta equal to 3 by 4, then find the value of alpha minus beta whole square. So let us try to find that value. So here pq square plus px square plus qx minus r equal to 0. You can solve this question by two ways. First way, here PQR are consecutive terms of non-constant GP. So can I write this consecutive terms as AR square, or you can write like these three are consecutive terms, right? PQR. So let us consider those terms as A r to the power n, A r to the power n minus 1, A r to the power n plus. You can take anything. Even if you want to take AR square, then also not an issue. So here, if I take general terms, so that could be AR to the power n minus plus ARX minus AR to the power, n plus 1. Now, if I take AR to the power n minus 1 common, I'm going to have x square plus Rx minus R square is equal to 0. Okay? Now here A r to the power n minus 1 cannot be 0. So x square plus Rx minus R square will give x square plus Rx minus R square. Now from where you can get value of alpha plus beta, alpha minus beta, or alpha plus beta, alpha into beta, or you can directly get value of alpha minus beta. If you remember, what is the formula of modulus alpha minus beta, students? Modulus alpha minus beta is equal to root d by mod. Okay, if we want here alpha minus beta whole square. So if I apply square on both sides, I am going to get alpha minus beta whole square as d by a square or not? Check please. D is nothing but b square minus 4ac. Here a is 1, b is r, and c is minus r square. A equal to 1, b equal to r, and c equal to minus r square. So from here I can get value of d after substituting this value, b square minus 4. So b square, that will give you r square minus 4. A is 1, c is minus r square. Okay. So every time I am starting this session and one mosquito is coming. Minimum one. R square minus 4 minus r square upon a square, that is nothing but 1 only. Will give you r square minus minus plus 4r square, nothing but 5r square. So to get this value, I need to find r, and for that, they gave us value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta is 3 by 4. If I simplify this, so alpha plus beta upon alpha into beta will become 3 by 4. Alpha plus beta is nothing but ratio of minus b by a. So minus b r, a is 1, minus r upon alpha into beta c by a, c is minus r square, is 3 by 4. So if I simplify, I'm going to get r as 4 by 3. If r is 4 by 3, then r square will be 16 by 9. So if I put this value of r square 16 by 9 over here, it will become 6 by 9. Is clear, everyone? Can we move towards next question? Right. This is one way of doing this question. Another way, if you are taking alpha plus beta as directly, if you are beginning with alpha plus beta as minus p by q, alpha into beta as r by p, sorry, q by p and r by p, and then you apply that this PQRR consecutive non-constant term of GP, then also you can do, right? That will become little bit lengthier, not more than that. So is this clear? Nishi, is this clear? Yes, Tayadesh, Shivam Malik, Nityashri, Het, and Kuchbi. One student is having name Kuchbi. Okay. Can we move towards next question, please? Great, great. Can you see this second question? The similar question was discussed in previous session as well, 31st January shift, but that was very easy. If you see in that question, the same thing alpha comma beta comma gamma was image, and they asked us value of 3 alpha plus 2 beta plus gamma, or somewhat whatever the nearby, or I can say same values, same coefficients of alpha beta gamma as direction cosines or direction ratios of this line. But here it is not the case. So here you need to find alpha plus beta plus gamma only. So this question is, I can say, NCRT based question, just lengthier question, right? This type of questions you are also doing in NCRT. But in NCRT, by doing this type of questions, right, you are going to get 5 marks, 6 marks, 5 marks particularly. If I talk about CBSE point of view, for other state boards it is, right? So now let us apply the same method what you are doing in NCRT for this type of question. Here, the mirror image of point P 3, 4, 9. This is point P having coordinates 3, 4, 9. And the line is x minus 1 by 3 equal to y plus 1 by 2, z minus 2. Here, mirror image is Q as mirror. So if you remember how we are finding this mirror image, first, we are assuming this point M lying on this line, and which will become middle point of this. Since it is any point on this line, this will become 1 plus 3 lambda, or some value of lambda belongs to. This will become minus 1 plus 2 lambda. This will become 2 plus lambda. This gives me 2 plus lambda minus 1 plus 3. Now, this is nothing but midpoint of this. So I can, and before using midpoint, vector PM will be perpendicular to vector. The vector PM dot vector B will, from here you can get value of lambda. Vector PM will become, or you can write vector MP, whatever you feel. Vector PM 1 plus 3 lambda minus 3. So 1 minus 3 will give you minus 2. 3 lambda minus 2, and we can take its coefficient as 3. Thus, from here, 2 lambda minus 1 minus 4 will give us 2 lambda minus 5. And we can take a coefficient of 2 lambda minus 5 as, from here, we can take lambda plus 2 minus 9. 2 minus 9 will give minus 7. That will be lambda minus 7, and we coefficient as 1. Let us take this as 0. If I simplify further, this will become 3 3s are 9 lambda minus 3 plus 4 lambda, or we can write all plus 4 lambda minus 5 2s are 10 plus lambda minus 7. 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 4 14 lambda equal to 7 plus 6 13 plus 10 20. The lambda will be 23. Once you get value of lambda, by using this value, you get coordinates of M, and once you get coordinates of M, by using midpoint formula you can get coordinates. So here coordinates of M will become 1 plus 3 lambda. As I told you, questions are seeming like easier, but they are having lengthy calculation. This is power of JEE, right? Method is simple, those will become lengthy. If calculation is simple, then what I can say, this will be very much different. Okay, let us see. M 1 plus now 3 lambda. So 23, 3 3 is a 9, 3 plus 6, 9 by 4. 2 lambda minus 1, 23 2 are 46 by 14 minus 1. And in the end, 2 plus lambda, 23 by 14 plus. If I further, it will become 70 plus 13 by 4, comma 46 minus 14, 6 minus 4 will give 23 plus 28, 23 plus 28, 8 plus 7, 2, 5, 50. This M is nothing but midpoint of PQ. From here you can get value of alpha, beta, gamma, and from there you can find value. So this I am leaving from home. Now the rest part is very easy. You can find by using concept of midpoint. So can we move towards next question? Similar question was asked in previous shift, which was very easy, but this is not that time. Okay. Hope you guys are getting my point. Nityashri, 8th, right? Okay. Hi Panchi. Okay. Hi Nissi. Okay. Let us move towards next question. Okay. The number of solution of the equations. See, trigonometric questions. This time trigonometry was asked very rare, right? Very less portion of trigonometry. Let us try to understand. So here 4 sine square x minus 4 cos cube x plus 9 minus 4 cos x is equal to 0. So if I simplify this, all terms are in cos, only first term is in sine. Let me convert this sine into cos. So this will become 4 times 1 minus cos square x or not. Okay, this is minus 4 cos cube x plus 9 minus 4 cos x is equal. Now since everywhere I am having cos x, so I can convert or I can write this cos as c only for a time being. 4 minus 4 minus 4c plus 9 minus 4 is equal to 0. 9 plus 4 will become 13. All negative terms I will take on that side. That will become 4 cos cube plus 4 cos square. Now try to understand that when all this terminology or this expression can become 13. So all this terminology, all these expressions are containing cos. You know minimum and maximum value of cos, yes or no? Right. What is minimum value of cos? Minus 1. What is maximum value of cos? Plus 1. So if minimum value of cos is minus 1 and maximum value of cos is plus 1, if I substitute everywhere plus 1, I am going to get its maximum value as 12. So maximum value of this expression will become 12. So this expression can't be greater than 12. And here it is given as 30. Can't be possible. So number of solutions becomes 0. Have 0 solution. Number of solutions of this equation are. Hope this is clear to you. Can we move towards next question, please? Is clear? Guys can tell me yes. Number of solutions of this equation. Okay. Let us move towards next question. Now, for this question, there is one printing error. Okay. We'll check later. Highlighter we can. Here in this question, square root is not present, student. Right? Whenever we are receiving these memory-based questions, sometimes we are getting few errors. So this was error for this. We need to find domain of this question, and we need to compare that domain with minus infinity to alpha and beta to alpha. And from there, we need to write value of alpha square plus beta. Okay. So let us try to find. So if the domain of the function square root x square minus 25 upon 4 minus x square plus log x square plus 2x minus 15. So for that, to find its domain, very first for this square root, x square minus 25 should be non-negative. For this denominator, 4 minus x square should not be 0. For this logarithmic function, x square plus 2x minus 15 should be greater than 0. So hope you guys are clear with this first. Now if I am taking x square minus 25 greater than or equal to 0, from here I am going to have x square greater than or equal to 25. So there are two possibilities. X will lie from minus infinity to minus 5 and 5 to infinity. And here 5 will be included. Yes, because we are having less than or equal to. From 4 minus x square is not equal to 0, I am going to get x square is not equal to 4. So I will be getting x is not equal to plus or minus 2. There is sign of and. I need to take intersection because all conditions are required. Now factors of 15 are 5 and 3 such that the difference will become 2 plus 5 minus 3. So here you are going to have x plus 3, x plus 5, x minus 3 greater than 0. So from here, your factors, right? Because plus 5 minus 3 will give you plus 2. So here your factors are minus 5 and 3. And you need to take its positive part. So here your x will lie between minus infinity to minus 5 union 3 to infinity. Now let us try to take intersection over here. So if I take one common line, the very first I am having till minus 5 and 5 to close interval. Okay, then I am having it should not be minus 2 and plus 2. Anyhow, I am not getting plus. This should be. Now minus infinity to minus 5 open interval. Okay, so I need to remove minus 5. 3 to infinity. So between 2 and 5 you are going to have somewhere 3. Here you need to take 3 to infinity. Common part will give values from 5 to infinity. So here, if you take intersection, you are going to have minus infinity to minus 5 union 5 to infinity, right? And here this 5 will become what I can say close interval. Hope this is clear to you. You can tell me as if you so minus infinity to minus 5 and 5 to infinity. If I am taking minus infinity to minus 5 and 5 to infinity, these are values of alpha and beta. So alpha square plus beta square will be equal to minus 5 square, that is 25 plus 25, which will give you 50. Some students were telling that, sir, it was given as alpha square plus beta cube. So if it is beta cube, then 5 cube will become 125. 125 plus 25 will give you 150 as. Is this clear? Yes, Panchi. Hi, Roshan. Hi, Roshan Gaming. Right. Okay. Yashri, hope this is clear to you. Hate. Everyone. Is this clear? Can we move towards next question, please? Can we move? Everyone? Great, great. Let the system of equation x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 5, 2x plus 3y plus z equal to 9, 4x plus 3y plus lambda z equal to mu have infinite number of solutions. So it is system of linear equation and it is having infinite number of solutions. Then lambda plus 2 mu is equal to what? Need to find value of lambda plus 2. Okay. Try to understand this, everyone. This system of equation has infinite number of solutions. When we can say system of equation is having infinite number of solutions, if I'm solving with Cramer's rule, if all the forms are 0 by 0, 0 by 0, 0 by 0. So dx, dy, dz, d all should become 0. So first here, if I take d, all are written in the standard form. So determinant, original determinant, that is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1 and 4, 3 lambda should be 0. Let me take this as 0 and let us try to find value of lambda first. So you know this shortcut, we can keep this 3 over here. We can keep this 1 over here. We can keep this lambda over here. We can, if I simplify from here, this will be 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18, plus 3 lambda, plus 4 2s are 8. Now here, 2 2s are 4 lambda, minus 4 lambda. 3 3s are 9, 3s are 4 3s are 12, 12 3s are 36, minus 36, and 3 1s are 3 is equal. Okay. Now 3 lambda minus 4 lambda will become minus lambda. Now 18 plus 8 will give you 26. Minus 36 minus 3 will give you minus 39. Minus 9 plus 6 will become minus 3. Minus 3 plus minus 30. So minus 4 lambda plus lambda minus lambda minus lambda minus. We are going to get value of lambda as minus. Now let us try to find value of mu. So for mu, either you can take dx equal to 0, dy equal to 0, dz equal to 0. Exactly all are 0. So first if I take dx equal to 0, I need to replace all this 1 to 4 with x, coefficients of x. So where I am having mu, first you find that. Okay, sorry. So that I need to replace by this constants 5, 9 and mu. This will become 5, 9 and right. 5, 9 and with this one, I'm going to have 2, 3, 3 and 3, 1 lambda. Now I'm having value of lambda is minus 30, which I can substitute. This dx will also become 0. For that, let me put 5 over here, lambda, oh, sorry, mu over here and minus 30. Hope this is clear to you, students. So if I try to get value from here, so 3 3s are 9, 9 9s are 81, 5 3s are 15, 15 into 13. So 15 into 13 will give you 150, 15 3s are 45, 195, negative, minus 190. This will become 2 mu. Hope this is clear to you, students. Getting my point? Yes. 8th, कुछ भी. Okay. Prajwal Acharya, sir, I am in 11th, sir, 12th new JEE batch. Okay, please tell, sir. So here, Prajwal Acharya, as of now, you stay connected with YouTube channel for your regional language. Whether it will come or not, that you are going to get it. Okay, till now, you just focus on your 11th and try to strengthen your 11th as maximum as possible. Now, Jayant. Okay. Hi, Jayant. Hi, Ganvi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this. Okay. So now let me subtract over here. So if I subtract, so this will become 9 to the 18, 18 into 13. So 18 into 13. So 18 1 10s are 180, 8 3s are 24, 3 1s are 3 plus 2 5. So 4, 8 plus 5 13, 1 plus 1 234. To give you minus 234. 3 3s are 9 mu plus 9 and 5 3s are 15 plus 15. Is this clear, everyone? Please give me some response, or you can keep that 0 over here. 0 is equal to, now for constant terms, if minus 195 plus 81, 5 minus 1 will, and 19 minus 8, 11, plus 1 plus 2. Here, 234, 15. So 14 minus 5 give you 9. 2 minus 1 will give you 1. 219 in terms of positive, you are going to minus 9 mu. Already you wrote 0. If we simplify this, so minus 9 mu plus 2 mu will become minus 7 mu. Minus 7 mu you can take over here. This will become 7 mu. 9 minus 4 will give 5. 1 minus 1 will be equal to 15. 7s are 1 not. Now you are having value of lambda and mu both. They want you to find lambda plus 2 mu. So 2 mu will give you 30. 30 minus 13 will give you 17. 30 minus 13 will fine. Is this clear? Please give me some response. 30 minus 13 will. Okay. Can we move towards next question, please? Okay, Prajwal Acharya. Yes, Ganvi. No, Ganvi. See. I know Kannada, but this is streaming in multiple platforms. So since it is streaming on multiple channels, so we are speaking in English only. Okay, Ganvi. This clear, right? I know ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ Kannada. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಆಶಿಷ್. Okay. Can we move towards next question, please? Okay. See, this is very nice question of integration. The value of this integral 0 to 1, 2x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 1 to the power 1 by 3. Can you solve this question of integration directly? No, right? Because here we are having power 1 by 3. If this whole can be reduced to whole cube, then we can cut that 3 and yes, we can solve. But here, this is not that case. So how can we solve this? Yes, high pixel gaming, high Roshan gaming, high hate. Now see here. So for this, if we are not able to do this question by any method, then just think from this point of view, just apply King's rule. Similar question we did yesterday as well. But there, if you observe, we were applying like King's rule, then Queen's rule, then again King's rule, then again King's rule, then we got answer. But it is simpler than that. If you try to apply King's rule over here, so this is I. Now this I will become integration 0 to 1 2 times 1 minus x whole cube minus 3 times 1 minus x whole square minus 1 minus x plus 1 whole to the power 1 by 3. Hope you are getting my point, students. Please give me some response. Right. So if I simplify this further, this will become integration 0 to 1 2 times. Now a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into bracket a minus b, then minus 3 1 minus 2x plus x square, then minus 1 plus x plus 1 to the power 1 by 3. Plus 1 minus 1 will get cancelled out quickly. If I simplify further, this will be integration 0 to 1. 2 ones are 2 minus 2x cube. Now see this. This will become minus 3x after multiplication with 2 minus 6 plus 3x square. This will become plus 6. Now minus 3, I'm writing all similar terms together or like terms together. Minus minus plus 6x plus 6. Minus plus minus 3x square minus 3 plus x plus x whole to the power 1 by. To simplify this, students, what you are going to get, check. Plus 6 minus 6 will get cancelled out. 6 minus 3 will give you 3 only. This will become integration 0 to 1 minus 1 minus 2x cube plus x plus 3x square to the power 1 by 3 dx. Now let us compare this with original given question. So there 2x cube was positive, here it is negative, 3x square was negative, now positive. For x, negative became positive, 1 negative became positive. So it is same as our original expression, just sign is different. So if I take minus sign outside, then this will become minus I, because minus cube root of minus 1 will give you minus 1 only. So I equal to minus I, that can be done for 0 only, will give us 2i equal to 0. So in the end, you are going to get I equal. Easy, everyone. Please give me some response. See, this is how JEE plays. This is the game of JEE mains, right? In previous shift, you have seen question of image alpha, beta, gamma, which was easier in that shift. In this shift, that became difficult. In previous shift, there was question of King's rule and Queen's rule, which was very difficult in nature and lengthy. And this became easy, right? Yes, that was not difficult, but lengthy, I can say. Yes. Hope you guys are getting my point. Yes, Prajwala. Sir, you have a lot of patience. Thank you, sir, for being with us. I'm just curious to know when the new JEE 12th batch will be released. Yes, thank you, Prajwal. Thank you. Thank you so much for your compliment. Okay. Can we move towards next question, please? Everyone. Okay, probability based question. The probability that And this question is also having some printing errors. Let me modify those printing errors first. So here, this is 2 by 7 and this is 1 by. Okay. Now see what is given to us in this question and what we need to find. Okay. Now see. The probability that Ajay will not go to office is 2 by 7. So probability of Ajay not going office, that I am writing as A bar by 7. Probability that Ajay and Vijay will not go to office is 1 by 5. Probability that Ajay and Vijay will not go to office is 1 by 5. If their visits to office is independent of each other, see, the question only they are telling that these events are independent of each other. Then find the probability that Ajay will go to office but Vijay will not go. You need to find the probability that Ajay will go to office but Vijay will not go. This unit. Okay. Now, how can we find this? Let us try to understand. So very first from here, can I write probability of A bar into probability of V bar is equal to 1 by 5 or not? Please give me some response. A bar is given to us as 2 by 7. This V bar we need to find. So probability of A bar is 2 by 7. Probability of V bar is 1 by 5. So probability of V bar will become 1 by 5 to 7 by 2. That will become 7 by 10. This is probability of V bar. Hope this is clear to you. Now, once probability of V bar is clear to you, from probability of V bar and probability of A bar, we can find probability of V and probability of A easily, right? But what we want probability of A to V bar. So this will become probability of A into probability of V bar. Check please. Now probability of A, that is 1 minus 2 by 7 or not? Please give me some response, because probability of A bar is 2 by 7. The probability of A is 1 minus 2 by 7. Probability of V bar is 7 by 10. 7 minus 2 will become 5 by 7 to 7 by 10. If I simplify further, 5, sorry, I directly cancel that out. So 5 by 10 will become half. Hope this is clear, right? Very easy. Half is not given over here. So some data error I can see. I already told you there are some data error, but this is the procedure. Then probability that Ajay will go to office and Vijay won't go. Probability of Ajay going office will be 5 by 7 for sure. And if Vijay won't go, that if we are finding from here, that will become 1 by 5 into 7 by 2. So that is going to give you 7 by 10 for sure. Hope this is clear to everyone. Hope you guys are getting my point. Okay. Yes, Prajwal, T, Anil, Dhruv. Can we move towards next question, please? Great. Okay, great, great. Okay. Next question. This is question from differential equation, everyone. This is question from differential equation. Now see over here. So if dx by dy equal to 1 plus x minus y square upon y, if dx by dy is equal to 1 plus x minus y square upon y, if x of 1 equal to 1, then find 5 times x of 2. So very first, you need to identify that this is which type of differential equation. Check. If you see, can't you get one pattern over here? If you take this y with dx, so y times dx is equal to 1 time dy plus x times dy minus y square times dy. Can solve this y square times dy and 1 times dy easily. If you take this x times dy on left hand side, so that will become y times dx minus x times dy or not. This dy minus y square dy. Or if you take this dy common, you can write this as 1 minus y squared. All depends on you. Hope you are getting my point, students. Check. Now here, to integrate it, if I divide on both sides by y square, if I divide on both sides by y square, there are two options. Either I can divide by y square or by x square. If I divide both sides by x square, then this will become trouble for you. So better divide by y square. If I divide by y square, your left hand side will become differential of x by y or not. Check. This will become differential of x by y or not. Because y constant differential of x minus x constant differential of y square. Here it will become 1 by y square minus 1. Let us integrate on both sides. So if I integrate on both sides, integration of differential of x by y will become x by y. Integration of 1 by y square will become minus 1 by y. Check please. Because for 1 by y square, it will become minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 upon minus 1. For minus 1, it will become minus y plus c. Initial condition x of 1 is equal to 1. Understand this carefully. This is telling that if y equal to 1, at that time x equal to 1. So if I substitute y equal to 1 and x equal to 1, so 1 by 1 is equal to minus 1 plus c. So from here c will become plus 1 plus 1. So 2 plus 1, that will become 3. So once you are getting value of c, your equation is going to get completed, and that equation will be x by y is equal to minus 1 by y minus y plus. Now here if you substitute y as 2, substitute y as 2, so x by 2 is equal to minus half minus 1 plus 3. 3 minus 1 will give you 2. 2 minus half will give you 3 by 2. Because 2 minus half is 1.5. And from here, if you simplify, your x will become 3. So 5 times x of 2 will become 5 times 3, which is. Hope this is clear too. 15 is again not given to in option because some again are memory based questions. There might be some error of. Hope this is clear to you. Is this clear, everyone? Check please. Dx by dy is equal to 1 plus x minus y square upon y. If x of 1 equal to 1, then find 5 times x of 2. So this is how we made this equation as exact. In few books, it is given as exact differential equation. In few books, this is given as inspection method. So whatever you are following, you can follow that. Apart from that, you can convert this in terms of linear as well. Dx by dy is equal to p of y into x is equal to q of y. That form also you can convert, because 1 minus y square by y will become q of y, and this will give you p of y plus x, right? So p of y into x. Or you can convert this in terms of linear differential equation, and you can solve accordingly. Different. Is this clear, students? Correct. Can we move towards next question, please? Great, great, great. Now see, minimum value of this function. We need to find minimum value of this expression, provided that mod z is less than or equal to 1. Is given that mod z is less than or equal to 1, modulus z is less. X-axis, y-axis. So mod z is less than or equal to 1. So this represents mod z equal to 1. So mod z less than or equal to 1 means all z are lying in this region, on this circle as well as in this side port. This region you can expect. Hope you are getting my point, right? Now, next. After that, you need to find minimum value of this. So can you understand this expression? This is nothing but mod z minus minus 3 by 2 minus 2 iota or not. That means you need to find minimum value of distance of z from this point. Now can you try to locate this point? So minus 3 by 2 minus 2 iota. That will be something like this. This is minus 1. So minus 3 by 2. And here you are going to have minus 2 iota. This will be minus 3 by 2 minus 2. Hope this is clear to you. I'm getting one emergency call. Okay. So sorry everyone. This was one emergency call, urgent call. I ignored that for 2 times, but okay. So this is minus 3 by 2 minus 2i. Right. This is z. Now when we can have its minimum value, students? Understand this carefully. This is origin. So from here, if you see, this point of z is going to give you its minimum value. And if you extend this line, so this will give you its maximum value, this will give its minimum. Now what is the value of radius of this circle? The radius of this circle is 1 unit. Now what is the value of distance from origin to this point? Distance from origin to this point will be square root 9 by 4 plus 2 square 4. 4 4s are 16 plus 9, 25 by 4. Square root of 25 will give you 5, square root of 4. So from 5 by 2, if you subtract 1, is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 minus 1 will give you 5 minus by 2. So this distance, hope this is clear. This is minimum distance. If they could have asked maximum distance for this 5 by 2, you can add 1. So 5 plus 2, it could have been 7 by 2. Okay, hope this is clear to you. Can we move towards next question, please? Okay, right. Yes, let us move towards next. Now, let small m and small n be the coefficient of 7th and 13th term in the expansion of this, then what will be value of m by n to the power 1 by 3? Want to find m by n to the power 1 by 3? Let us find first m. M is coefficient of 7th term. 7th term can be written as T6 plus 1. So that is NCR. What is n? N is 18. 18. Now, b to the power 6. 1 upon 2 times x to the power 2 by 3 to the power 6. 1 by 3 x to the power 1 by 3 to the power 8 minus. So this will give you 18c6 1 upon 2 to the power 6 x to the power. Even actually we don't want x to the power, we just want coefficient. So let me write this coefficient. I'll remove this x part. Here I am going to get 1 by 3 to the power 12. 3 to the power 12. Please give me some. Why? Because we want only coefficient, not power of x. Now let us take 13th term. N is equal to 13th term, that can be written as 12 plus 1. That will give 18c 12. So now b to the power 12, I am going to have 1 half to the power 12. This 1 by 3 to the power 18 minus 12, which will give me 18 12. 1 upon 2 to the power 12 and power 6. So once we are clear with both these coefficients, take only ratio. So m by n equal to m is nothing but 18c6. Denominator you are having 2 to the power 6 to the power 12. Here this is 18c12, 18c12 and 18c6 both are same. This is 2 to the power 12, 3 to the power 6. 18c12 and 18c6 will get cancelled out. This will become 2 to the power 6, 12 minus 6. And here this will become 3 to the power 12 minus 3 to the power 6. So this will become 2 by 3 to the power 6. But they want us to find value of m by n to the power 1 by 3. So if you give 1 by 3 power on both sides, the value of m by n to the power 1 by 3 will become 2 by 3 to the power 6 to the power 1 by 3 square. Square of 2 will give you 4 and square of 3 will give you 9. The final answer will be. Hope this is clear to you. Can we move towards next question, please? Right? Can we move towards next question? Yes, Pixel Gaming. Yes, Harsh. Uh, okay, I think Harsh is asking Prajwal the same question, that when this class 12th will start. Okay, let us see next. Okay, let us move towards next question, please. I hope this is clear to you. If f of x equal to x minus 1 upon 2x, this is wonderful question, students. You are going to love this question a lot. Very nice question. Here, they have given you f of x as x minus 1 and 2x. X minus 1 for x is even and 2x for x is odd. You need to find f of alpha is equal to 21. Means this is given to you. For that, you need to find alpha. Because once you get value of alpha, then you need to find value of limit x tends to alpha minus mod x cube by alpha minus greatest integer of x by alpha. If you understand this question, if you read this question, then you will know that for even number you are getting odd as answer. For odd number you are getting even as answer. For even number you are getting odd as answer. For odd you are getting even as answer. Right. So if understand this carefully, f of f of f of alpha is 21. That means output of f under this input is 21, which is odd. Output is odd, then input should be even or not. This x should be even or not. So input should be output plus 1. So can I say here f of alpha should be 22, because if it is 22, then only f of alpha will become 22 minus 1, 21. Now again, I am getting this output as even. When I can say this output is even? If input is odd, so I can say definitely input is odd. What will be its input? Just I need to divide this 22 by 2, that is 11. Hope you are getting my point. Just we are playing with inverse functions. Now again, f of alpha is 11, which is odd. When can we have this as odd? When x is even. So when alpha is even, so alpha will become 11 plus 1, which is 12. So if alpha is 12, at that time we can have f of alpha equal to 11, 12 minus. Now once you got value of alpha, then this question is nothing in front of you. So here, limit x tends to 12 minus mod x cube by 12 minus greatest integer of x by 12. If x tends to 12 minus, that means x is less than 12. If x is less than 12, its modulus will become 12 only, 12 cube by 12, minus if x is less than 12, so x by 12 will become less than 1, and it is definitely greater than 0. Greatest integer will become 0. Final answer will be 12 square, which is but 1. Hope this is clear to you. Can we move towards next question, please? Everyone, easy, clear? Please give me some response. Great. How many of you got this correct? Yes, Ankush. Yes, Harsh. Okay. Hi, Nitro Timbu. Yes, yes, yes. Nitro, you are in class 10th, huh? Okay, nice, nice. Nice to see you here. Right. Okay. Nitro Timbu from class 10th. Alone came here to study this. Okay. Now let me show you next question, please. Now see, if this system has infinitely many solutions, then value of 3 lambda plus mu. This is a repeated question. We already did this. Repeated question. Next. Yes, this is also very nice question. You are also going to love this question. Will tell me that, sir, why you are telling that we are going to love this question? Because they have used methods such that, right? The framing of question is very important. Like, yes, Sangam Lal Prajapati, welcome. I am fine. What about you? So here y is given to you, and they want you to find 96 times y dash pi by 6. If you want to find differential of this function is easy, but differential of this function is very complicated. So let us simplify this function and let us try to understand that what this function is. Okay, what will be value of this function? So here y is equal to root x plus 1 in numerator. From here, if I take root x common, so this will become x root x, because x square is x into x. I can take root x common, right? So if I am taking root x common, x root x minus 1 upon. If I am taking root x common, so this will become x plus. If I am taking root x from this x, this will become root x plus 1. Please give me some. So this root x and root x will get cancelled out initially. Now, x root x minus 1 and x plus root x plus 1. Can you guys able to identify relationship between this? So this is root x plus 1. This is root x whole cube minus 1 cube upon x plus root x plus 1. So root x minus cube minus 1 cube, you can apply your formula of a cube minus b cube. So this will become root x plus 1, root x minus 1, and this is root x whole square, which is nothing but x, plus root x plus 1. Now can you say this is the same term which is present in denominator or not? Same expression which is present in denominator. You can cancel out this expression. And root x plus 1 into root x minus 1 will become x minus. This is what you are getting for y. Hope this is clear to you. Please give me some. So now your y will become x minus 1 plus 1 by 15. 3 times cos to the power 5 minus 5 times cos to the power 3. Right, this is called reverse Pushpa question. That after hearing name Pushpa, generally students are feeling, people are feeling that, oh, it is like flower. Flower, it is not flower, it is fire. It is like after seeing this question, you are assuming that it is fire, but it is not fire, it is flower. This is only x minus 1. This is one beautiful way to write this x minus 1. That's why I told you in beginning that you are going to love this question because of reverse Pushpa. Is this clear, everyone? Please give me some response. Easy, right? Can we move towards remaining part of this question? Yes, yes, Pixel Gaming. Yes, yes. Okay. So let me show you next part. So next part is to find its differentiation. So y dash differentiation of x will give you 1. Differentiation of 1 will give you 0. 1 by 15. 3 cos to the power 5. 5 3s are 15. Cos to the power 4. Differentiation of cos will give you minus sign. Now again minus 5 3s are 15. Cos square. Differentiation of cos will give you minus sign, because at both the places you are having cos only. You can give 15 inside. The 15 by 15 will become 1, plus minus will become minus cos to the power 4 into sine, minus minus plus, this will become cos square into sine. To simplify this further, you can take this cos square sine common. If you take this cos square sine common, whether in positive or negative, here you are going to have minus cos square plus 1. 1 minus cos square will become sine square. So this is 1 plus cos square into sine cube, because sine into. If I substitute now value of pi by 6, this is y dash. It implies y dash pi by 6 will become 1 plus cos pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. So we need to find its square, and sine pi by 6 is half. We need to find its cube. So this will become 1 plus 3 by 4 to 1 by 8. Right, 8 4s are 32. So 32 plus 3, 35 by 32. This is value of y dash pi by 6. and you need to multiply this with 96. If you multiply with 96, 32 threes are 96, and 35 threes are 105. Your final answer. Hope this is clear to you. Can we move towards next question, please? Is this clear, students? You can tell me yes if you agree, everyone. Okay, great. Let us move towards next question. Okay. Very nice question of permutation and combination if you think in correct direction. If you will move in the wrong direction, then you are going to end up like anything. So here, there are 20 lines numbered as 1 to 20 and the odd numbered lines intersect at point. Right, all odd number lines are intersecting at one point, at a point. Suppose these are all odd numbers lines, right? Suppose this is L1, then L3, then L5, and last line is L19. So from L1 to L20, all odd number lines are intersecting at one point. Can you see this? Please give me some. Now, and all the even numbered lines are parallel. All the even number lines are parallel. So like this, L2, L4, L2, L4, such that L20. All these lines are parallel. Now, find the maximum number of point of intersections. So when we can have point of intersection as maximum, understand this carefully. So for maximum point of intersection, for each point of intersection, we require two lines. Please give me some response. We are not going to have point of intersection between these two lines. So for maximum point of intersection, we can choose any one line from these 10 lines. That can be done by 10C1 ways, right? Because this line is already intersecting this with one line at one point only. If I take another line from this remaining 10C1 lines, that means from I am taking one line from here, I am taking one line from here. So I can have one point of intersection over here. Check please. If I am choosing this, please give me some response, right? This I am taking maximum number of cases, right? So this will give us 100 and this one is although different. So final answer will be 1 not. This is maximum number of cases. Please give me some response, everyone. Hope you are getting my point, right? Now, similarly, if I'm definitely if I extend this, so in 10C1, I can have this 10 also, right? Because here each line is going to intersect with this 10 lines. Getting my point? Please give me some response. And I'm keeping this 10 line in such a way that this point is becoming separate. This point can come in this line as well, right? Even these 2 points can become same as well. To take this maximum, I'm keeping all those points separate. Please give me some response, everyone. Right. This here I'll get 1 point. Here I'll get 1 point. Might be possible that few lines are not going to intersect with few lines, but here I'm going to consider that all 10 lines are intersecting. Hope this is clear. The final answer is 1 not. Is this clear, students? Please give me some response. Right. Great. Let us move towards next. So this is your question of AP and GP. Here it is given that SN be the sum of first n terms of AP. If S10 is equal to 390 and the ratio of 10th term to 5th term, 10th term to 5th term is 15/7, then find S15 minus S5. So first let us try to find A and D from this S10. That will become n/2, 2A plus n minus 1, D equal to 390. Simplify further. So the 0, 0 will get cancelled out. So 2A plus 9D will become 40 into 2, which is minus 2, 70. 2A plus 9D will T5 is A plus 9D, T10, T5 is A plus 4D equal to 15/7. So this will become 7A plus 7 nines are 63D equal to 15A plus 15 fours are 60. Now 50A minus 7A will give you 8A. 63D minus 60D will give you 3D. So from here you are going to have 8A equal to 3D. If you substitute this value of 8A is equal to 3D or 3D is equal to 8A, from here you can able to solve the equation and you can get value of. So from here, your 3D is equal to 8 here. So 2a plus 3 times 3 equal to 8. Now 24 plus 2, 26a equal to 78. A will be 78 by 26. If a is 3, then 3d is equal to 8 into d will give you 8. Once you are having value of a and d for AP, then you are having everything for AP. Then you are having everything for AP. Yes or no? Please give me. Then you are having everything. Now easily you can get value of S15 and S5. So this part I'm keeping for you guys for homework. Hope this is clear to you everyone. Can we move to the next question please? Right? Can we move to the next question? Let the locus of the midpoint of the chords of circle x square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to 1 drawn from origin intersect the line x plus y equal to 1 at P and Q. Then length of PQ. You need to find length of PQ here. To find length of. So for that, locus of midpoint of chords of circle x square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to 1. For x square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to 1, if I simplify this further, this will become x square plus y square minus 2y plus 1 equal to 1. So x square plus y square minus 2y will become 0 or not? X square plus y square minus 2 equal to 0. That means this circle is itself passing through origin, right? If you find its center, so 2g 0, 2f is minus 2, so minus f 1 becomes 0. Center will become 0 comma 1. Center of circle is lying on x-axis. Sorry, y-axis. x0 y1. Check please. Now let the locus of the midpoint of the chords of this circle drawn from origin intersect the line x plus y equal to 1 at P and Q, then length of PQ. So very first you need to find locus of midpoint of the chords of the circle. So locus of midpoint, to find this locus of midpoint, understand this carefully. Okay, so now see here everyone. So we were discussing about locus of midpoint of chords. So locus of midpoint of chords of circle drawn from origin. So if we are drawing all chords from origin, all chords are drawn from origin. These are some chords. So I am taking one chord into consideration. Suppose this chord is OA, midpoint. Need to find its locus, so you can take P as H comma K. Its center is 0 comma 1, 0 comma 1. From center, if I draw perpendicular over here, okay. So from 0 comma 1, if I draw perpendicular over here, so it is going to divide this. What will be radius of this circle? Definitely radius will be also 1. So first, let us try to find locus of this. So for that, we know that this is suppose two slopes. Product of these two slopes will be minus 1. because both lines are perpendicular to. So m1 will be k minus 0 upon h minus 0, that will be k by h. m2 will be k minus 1 upon h minus 0. This is going to give you as k times k minus 1 is equal to minus h. So k square minus k equal to minus h. So if I simplify further, so this will become h square plus k square minus h square plus k. So this is also equation of circle or not? Check please. This is also equation of circle. Will give you x square plus y square minus y equal to. So for x square plus y square minus y equal to 0, if you check here g, it will again become 0, and f, it will become minus 1. It is going to become circle which is passing through origin and having center as 0 comma half, having radius also 0 comma half. Please give me some. Okay. Now this is locus. Now what they are telling, that the locus of midpoint of chord of circle drawn from origin intersect the line x plus y equal to 1 at PQ. To draw x plus y equal to 1 is intersecting line x plus y equal to 1 at PQ, and they want you to find length of this PQ. So for that, if I enlarge this again, suppose this is PQ, center, same concept you can apply over here. From center, you can draw here perpendicular, right? This radius going to become half square root g square plus f square minus square root f square only, this half. So this distance will be square root of 1 by 4 minus this perpendicular distance of this line from center. Now perpendicular distance of this line from 0 comma half center will be 0 plus half minus 1 upon square root 1 plus 1 root. So half minus 1 half, 1 upon. Hope this is clear to you. This will give 1 by 8. 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8 will give 1 by 8 only. Square root will give 1 upon. And this is length of PM. So PQ will be double of this, 1 upon. This is your final. Is this clear, everyone? Please give me some response. This question can be also solved by using standard transformation T equal to S1 in forms of HK earlier, and then you can pass this chord from origin and you can proceed. Hope this is clear to you. Please give me. Right. Best. Okay. Let us move towards next part. Hope this is clear to you, everyone. Let us move towards next question. Now, a point P on ellipse. Your minus is not there. I guess this is last question. Last question, everyone. A point P on the ellipse x square by 9 plus y square by 4 is equal to 1. And at point Q is on the circle and R is the point such that exactly this is the Q is corresponding point. Printing, and Q is corresponding point. Q is corresponding point on the circle x square plus y square equal to 9, and capital R is point such that it cuts the line joining PQ in the ratio of 4:3. Then find eccentricity of locus of R. So we need to understand what is locus of R, whether it is parabola, ellipse or hyperbola, and accordingly we need to find its eccentricity. So very first, let us try to understand this. So here, let us draw this ellipse first. Here we are having y-axis. Now, see over here, please. Please give me. The point P on ellipse x square by 9 plus y square by 4 is equal to 1. So this is 3, 0, 0, 2. And point Q is lying on the corresponding point on the circle x square plus y square equal to 9. This circle is called auxiliary circle. Do you know this concept, students? Auxiliary circle. If you know this concept, then you are going to find this easy. How? Let me show you. Because if you don't know this concept, then you won't understand that how this Q came into picture. So here, this P on this ellipse is any point on this P on this ellipse can be written as point P. So that can be written as A cos theta, B sin theta. This is cos theta, 2 sin. And if you remember from where this theta came, so here, auxiliary point for this type of ellipse will be over here. Check please. Do you know this, everyone? If you know this, then this is easy for you. If you don't know, then it is going to be difficult for you. This is O. Now from here, you are going to join this OQ. For Q, its x coordinate will become same as 3 cos theta and its y coordinate will become 3 sin theta from this circle. And from here, this theta came into picture. If here B could have been greater than A, then you need to take this horizontal line in place of this vertical line. And if you see the same concept for hyperbola, then it is having some complicated concept. Now, R is a point such that it cuts the line joining PQ in the ratio 4:3. So this is R cutting PQ in the ratio 4:3. Check please. PQ in the ratio 4:3. You need to read this carefully. So let us assume this R as HK. Right. This H will become 3 times 3 cos theta, 4 times 3 cos theta, or simply its x coordinate will become 3 cos theta only. So you can write H as directly 3 cos theta because it will become 7 by 7 and it will get cancelled. Now here, K will become 3 times 2 sin theta plus 4 times 3 sin theta upon 3 plus 4, 7. 3 2s are 6, 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 6, 18 by 7 sin theta. This is value of K. Now we need to find locus of this point R. So for that, we know the relationship between cos square and sin square. Here cos square plus sin square will become 1. Here we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta will become 1. So what will be the value of cos square theta, students? Cos square theta will be h by 3 whole square. What will be value of sin square theta, students? Sin square theta will be 7k by 18 whole square. Is this clear, everyone? Please give me some response. So this is h square by 9 plus k square by 18 by 7 square. A square b square is equal to 1. So this is ellipse only. Now we need to find its eccentricity, right? This is locus of R. Its eccentricity is a square is equal to b square. So b square equal to a square, 1 minus e square since a is greater than b. So if I put all these values, so b square is 18 square by 7 square, 7 square 49, 18 square is 324 is equal to a square that is 9, 1 minus e square. Check please, yes or no? And take this 9 over here. So 324 upon 49 into 9, 9. 9 3s are 27, 9 6 are 54, 36 by 49 equal to 1 minus e square. So e square will become 1 minus 36 by 40. 49 minus 36, 9 minus 6 will minus 3 will 13 by 14 will be 13 by 7. Yes, and of wired curve. Hope this is clear to you. Please give me some response, everyone. Okay, okay, great, 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 great. So as I told you that this paper of first Feb shift 2 was not that much difficult. It was easier in nature, first thing. And yes, it was easy to moderate. Okay, I guess, okay. So thank you so much for this wonderful session. And now all the sessions are finished. All the questions are finished. for JEE Mains 2024 Shift 1. From my side, I wish you all the best for your Shift 2 and upcoming exams like your boards, your state C, or another, if any different competitive exams you want to give. So till then, bye everyone. See you again in such kind of sessions. Bye everyone.